The Story of Son Tinh and Thuy Tinh by Vietnamese Classical Tales. Brought to you by TellStory.net, stories from around the world. King Hung Vuong ruled the ancient land of Van Long with wisdom and strength. His daughter, Princess Minuong, was celebrated throughout the kingdom for her grace and beauty, and when the time came for her to marry, suitors came from every corner of the realm and beyond. Two arrived on the same day, both extraordinary, both divine. The first was Son Tinh, the spirit lord of Tan Vien Mountain. He could raise peaks with a sweep of his arm and redirect rivers with a stomp of his foot. The forests of his domain grew lush and green, and his slopes sheltered whole villages from harm. The second was Thuy Tinh, master of all waters. He commanded rivers, seas, and rain clouds alike. With a word he could send a roaring flood across the plains, or call a gentle rain to soften dry summer soil. Both asked for Minuong's hand, and the king could not choose between them.
Bring me gifts worthy of a prince at sunrise tomorrow. The first to arrive wins my daughter.
Both suitors set off at once. Son Tinh knew every hidden trail across the land. At first light, he appeared at the palace gates with 9 tusked elephants, 9 spurred roosters, and 9 red-maned horses, their tusks gleaming white, their spurs sharp as needles, their manes blazing red as flame. The king kept his word. Minuong left with Son Tinh, and together they journeyed to his mountain home. When Thuy Tinh arrived moments later and found the princess already gone, he too laid out gifts from the sea, pearls, shining shells, and rare treasures from the deep, but he was too late. Grief and fury rose in him like a storm tide. He called down the rains, roused the rivers from their banks, and sent a great flood surging toward Tan Vien. Fields vanished beneath dark water. Villages were swept away. The flood climbed the mountain slopes, higher and higher, reaching for Minuong. Son Tinh did not retreat. He planted his feet and lifted the earth beneath him, raising his mountains above the rising water. Every foot the flood climbed, the mountains grew a foot taller. Back and forth the battle raged, waves crashing, peaks climbing, until at last Thuy Tinh strength gave out and his floods fell back. He had lost, but he did not forget. Every year when the rains return, Thuy Tinh gathers his fury and sends his floods against the mountains once more, still searching for a way through. And every year, Son Tinh holds the line, lifting the earth higher to shield the people on his slopes. That is why Vietnamese rivers flood every rainy season, and why the mountains always stand. The eternal struggle between Son Tinh, the mountain spirit who protects the land, and Thuy Tinh, the water spirit whose fury cannot be tamed, explains the natural cycle that shapes the Vietnamese landscape and has defined the resilience of its people for millennia.